Hey guys, what's up? Here is another video for the There's More to Cancer video series courtesy of JN Group, National Bakery, and Effort. Let's go!
So today is 1 week since my first treatment and it has been a roller coaster. I am trying to stay strong sometimes, but I don't know what that is.
I remembered when I did my first treatment. I went and I got the thing, I videotaped it, and I came home and I was just like, oh, if this is, like, I feel a little bad, but if this is it, then I can't tell this out. This isn't too bad. Well, let me tell you, a couple hours later, a few hours later,
2 hours later.
I felt as if a truck literally just went boom and hit me. So I understand it can be a bit daunting and you can feel super discouraged, but just roll with the flow. Nobody should have told you it was going to be easy. It's going to be hard, but you've made it through 1 week, you can make it through the next, and you can make it through to the rest.
Another one, thank you.
And before you know it, those weeks are going to be gone. If you need some support, you can contact Jamaica Cancer Society and they can guide you to support groups that can fit your specific type of cancer.
What advice would you give to family members who are struggling with coping or acknowledging the severity of a family member who has recently been diagnosed?
This one's hard, right? Because I advocate for the caretakers and the family members. People oftentimes just look at the person who is going through the disease and the treatment at the time, which isn't bad. It's not bad. Those people deserve a lot of focus. But oftentimes we forget the caretakers, we forget the friends and the family who are also traumatized. This is somebody who, granted, you might have seen them 2 days ago and they were fine, and then boom, you hear that there's this life-threatening disease that might take them away from you. And so I say, if you have a family member that's not responding the way you would like, to afford them some grace, because it really is a struggle and it really is hard. And it takes strength not just from the person in the fight, but the people around them.
We're all in this together.
And so you have to understand, as long as they're not, imposing their own beliefs on you, they should allow you to process what you're going through, and you should allow them to process what you are going through as well.
Was it hard to be vulnerable around immediate family members?
No. It was not.
Can you expound on that?
Well, there were some times when I didn't want to burden them, but not because they made me feel like I was a burden. I was just getting into my own head. When you get sick, you feel like, oh Lord, people are bothered by you, but really, actually, they weren't.
What were some of your go-to resources for information outside of their doctors?
Let me tell you something. Stick with the doctors for the information. I went on the internet and typed in what I wanted to type in. And boy, oh boy, is it a scary place. I will never forget, there was a lady, I was watching her vlogs, and I was like, oh, alright, cool. Watching it, and then I just see one, I'll never forget, it was 2 o'clock in the morning. I should be asleep, right? Only for see this woman put up a video. If you're watching this, the last treatment didn't work and I'm dead.
What?
Yo, I closed my phone so quick and went to sleep. I told my oncologist, I said,
what?
I said, Dr. Sharichin, do you know what happened the other night? And she's like, I told you to stay off the internet. All I can say is just don't go on WebMD. just avoid that website. But no, there are actually, I used to just Google and just kind of read and see what correlates or what goes along with what my doctors have told me. I just read up a little bit more, and my doctors know my little black notebook, when I pull that out, I was like, I've been reading, and then go, yes, Shalan, what did you read? Perfect example, I said to my plastic surgeon when we were doing the reconstruction of my breast, right? You have to choose what type of implant you want. And I said to him, I said, Dr. Venugopal, I have been reading. And he says, okay, what did you read? Like, they're all tired of it, but they're very patient. And I said, I read that you have the different types. You have silicone, you have saline, and you have gummies. And the gummies feel really, really realistic, but it's textured, and textured implants can put you at a bigger risk. And he said, actually, that's not wrong, but it's like a 0.00001% risk. And I was just like, oh, okay, well, seeing as how I have this genetic mutation, let's go with the one with 0.0000 zero risk. You see me? We don't want no percentage. What I will tell you though, and something that I feel very strongly about, is that even if you do your own research, and you should always back it up with your doctor, but when you go to your doctors should listen to you. If you have a doctor that makes you feel uncomfortable, you're not comfortable to talk, like, I can talk to my doctors, every single one of them, from my general surgeon, Dr. Royce, to my surgeon, my plastic surgeon, Dr. Venugopal, to my oncologist, Dr. Sherry Chin. I can sit down every single one of them and tell them exactly what I am concerned about, what I have read, and ask them questions, and never once have they made me feel stupid. And that is something that I feel very strongly about in terms of the healthcare that you receive, because this is brand new. You will have questions, and you should not be afraid to ask them.
And that's very important from the doctors too.
Yeah, like, doctors, don't be mean.
Don't be rude. Are you kidding me?
No, seriously, because some of them are mean.
Yeah.
Thankfully, I never had that experience, because I don't have the personality to tolerate a mean healthcare provider. But even the nurses up at the chemo center at UWI, they were like top notch. Lovely guys, they were so nice. I was lucky. I just had really good care. So that's it. That's all the questions I'll be able to cram into this series for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I just hope that in your fight, or in your support of those going through the fight, you remember to live life, because there's more to cancer.
Yay!
Later, peace out, West Side.